This episode of Now This Is Lit is brought to you by Audible. Check the link in the description to get your first Star Wars audiobook free. Everyone loves free things. Click that link. Do it. This show is also brought to you by our patrons. If you want to support the show in a different way, with just $1 a month, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/StarWarsLitPod. You can get a sticker. You can get access to an exclusive show that we do every month that's wild and chaotic and fun and something you can only get by becoming a member of the Patreon. There'll be so many more perks very, very soon. But for now, do you want a sticker? Do you want a sticker that has a Now This Is Lit logo? Because it's fantastic and I love them. But I also want to give them away because there's just a stack of stickers on my desk. So if you want one, $1 a month. Patreon.com/StarWarsLitPod. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You're listening to Now This Is Lit, a podcast about Star Wars books, the people who make them, and the readers who just can't get enough of them. I'm your host, Meg Dowell. I use she, her pronouns. Star Wars Master of Evil is out today. And I have a spoiler-free review for you. I think you're going to like it, the review, and also the book. Let me tell you more. If you've read the title of this book review, you're probably a little confused. Isn't Adam Christopher's latest Star Wars book about Darth Vader? What does one of the most iconic villains in the history of pop culture have to do with, of all things, healing and friendship? I'm so glad you asked. On the surface, Master of Evil is a story about Darth Vader going on a forbidden quest for his key to unlock the path to immortality and all that. Nothing we technically haven't seen before in some shape or form in other stories. But Christopher's novel does what I think Star Wars books tend to do best. It tells a different story entirely beyond its premise. Yes, this story follows Darth Vader as he embarks on this quest, trying to both please and outsmart Palpatine in his own way at the same time. He may be the subject of the narrative, but this is not a story told from his perspective. Not really. That could have made a fine story. But what makes the story we did get great is that it doesn't do what most of us might have expected. Really, Master of Evil is the story of Helen Goth and his own quest to cheat death. But not quite in the same way as Vader, though there are fascinating similarities. Goth doesn't have a lost loved one he's trying to keep alive. Rather, his mission is to keep himself alive, with the help of his modified droid. This might make Goth, who's been ordered by Palpatine to observe and report on Vader as he accompanies him across the galaxy as a royal guard, seem a little selfish at first. Aren't we all a little selfish when it comes to our heart's deepest desires at the end of the day, though? And that might have made the character a little bit unlikable if it weren't for his companion, Nines. Nines, as we know him, is not supposed to exist. He is a protocol droid by design. But Goth has modified him to cater to his exact needs, and one of the consequences of those upgrades is that Nines actually has a personality that gives him the freedom to actually care about Goth. The two are friends, but it's such a different human-droid relationship than we usually get to see in Star Wars. I've said for a long time that one thing Star Wars stories can never have enough of is a laser focus on platonic friendships. That's one reason this relationship stood out to me so much. I'll be honest, it's such a well-crafted and meaningful bond that for the first time in a long time, I actually cried reading a Star Wars book. There were actual tears on my tablet screen. I'm not even mad about it though, because stories that bring out our emotions are some of the most powerful, meaningful, and memorable. And that matters. I was hesitant about starting another book with Darth Vader at its center. I didn't really know what I was getting into, so I'm overjoyed that this book far exceeded the expectations that I had based on its premise alone. It is so much deeper and so much more heartfelt than you might be expecting. This is not another story about Darth Vader hunting for answers, though that's definitely the driving force behind it. It's really a story about a man's search for meaning and the droid that helps him realize his life has had meaning all along. Don't worry though, there's plenty of action and suspense and adventure surrounding all this emotion. It wouldn't be a Star Wars book without a little bit of space magic. But it's the connections between the story's characters that make it special. It has a little bit of everything, plenty for everyone to enjoy. And if you're already a huge Darth Vader fan, you'll love it for your own reasons. But Master of Evil, I think, is especially for those of us who love stories in a galaxy far, far away that are a little bit softer, a little more grounded in human emotion in a very specific way. I am particularly drawn to Star Wars stories that make me think about my own life and what matters most to me. And this is definitely one of those books. No matter what you come to Star Wars stories for, you're bound to find it here. Darth Vader lightsaber action, a little mystery, wounded warriors in search of revenge, struggling people just trying to make the most out of what they have left. Star Wars has never been just one thing, after all. And with a story like this, all the elements come together to form something absolutely worth reading. Maybe even more than once. Star Wars Master of Evil by Adam Christopher is available now wherever you get your Star Wars books. Now This Is Lit is part of the Faraway Fandom Network. It is produced by Devor Montum and written, hosted, and edited by me. Jose Jimenez designed our podcast art. You can keep up with the show on Substack at Now This Is Lit, and find the show wherever you get your podcasts. There are so many ways you can support the show, and all of those ways are linked in the show description. The newest way is to become a member of our Patreon. For $1 a month, you can get access to an exclusive show and a sticker. And if we get 500 people to support the Patreon per month, I can hire an editor. That would be great for me, and maybe for you too. So if you'd like to support the show with just $1 a month, you can do it that way. Or you can just keep listening and sharing the episodes. That is also helpful, and I appreciate it. For more book reviews and Star Wars Book Celebration, follow Star Wars Book Reviews on Instagram and TikTok.